how about this? I'll get water, and you guys can open up your gifts.
Okay. Oh, open them while you're getting water? Okay. Are we ready? Wow, Nate, you were going real intense.
Ooh, Norse Foundry.
Yeah.
For all of your rolling needs.
Actually, having that knife would be helpful. Oh wait, no, it's just a box.
Let's see if it.
Oh, this is a fancy box.
That's a nice
Can
gray.
you say? Pull it out of the plastic, Johnny.
Yeah.
So, while they're
Oh, metal dice too. Thank you, baby.
so while they're opening that, I'll let
How did you get the bottom off?
Ooh.
you just rip it open.
Open
So,
the side.
I just figured what would be really funny to let you guys know is when we were at PAX Unplugged last week, when we all split up, Nate and our friend group, I went with them to the one side. I forget where you guys went and looked. And I went over there and I'm like, I'll plan on coming tomorrow. I'll just get this stuff now. And so I was with one of Nate's friends and I'm like, hey, you know what? There's a book I want to go get. I'm just going to go over and just take a look at that. Well, the place that we kept meeting was by Pikachu's butt. Norse Foundry is right next to Pikachu's butt. So I'm like standing there and like I walk around. I'm like, okay, those four. There we go, cool. And then as I'm sitting there, like there were just so many people there. It was so busy. And then finally, like one of the guys goes and he gives me the things. Like finally, and is there. And it's like as he's like looking for him, I think Nate texts like, hey, meet by Pikachu's butt. I'm like, oh my gosh, hurry up. and then you guys were like,
you were buying all the dice for yourself.
There you go.
yeah, it's just fun.
Just rolled my first natural one on a Norse Foundry dice.
Yes, I got
Thank
good
you,
ones.
Norse Foundry, for all of the.
So
These are dope, man. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
they're
yes,
so
they're
cool.
kind of what I think of everyone's different characters. So yeah. Nate
Yeah.
has bronze colored dye, which it looks really gray in the light, but it's
It
bronze
does. Here.
because he's going for coin.
Oh yeah.
John has iron. I forget what it's
like-
called, but it's like steel.
Like a gray, like steel. Yeah.
Mhm. And so, like,
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
what I imagine Lore as, just like, just kind of more of a mundane, just metal, just like I don't feel like messing with anything. Josh is, I remember the name of it. It's Spellbound, which is a black dye with blue numbers,
Oh no.
and it's like he's a blue tiefling, but like he also follows Odine, but he's also kind of stuck in the cult worship of not Rist, whatever one you're following, to call.
Yeah, to call.
And then I can't remember. I think they gave me the wrong box type for Elizabeth, and I didn't realize
really?
until I got home. But it's still
I
like,
love these ones.
but yeah, it's like when I was looking at it, it was
won't be like justice. It's like it's almost like gradiated colors.
Yeah,
It's like
it's like
yellow
a-
to green to like some purples and golds. It's really pretty.
and it's like, but like it was close to what I was imagining, like with the, like now I'm trying to remember everyone's name. Oh, it's on the stream. There's Zevarra, just with like trying to like follow the order and follow like
Yeah.
her path and everything. So I saw all four of those and I'm like, yeah, okay, there we go. I like this. And then the Norse Foundry guy yelled at me because you're like, you're the DM. You're not supposed to be buying dice. I'm like, don't you tell me what to do with my life or my money. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The nat 20 on my dice is a wolf head.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming.
That's awesome.
hopefully they
I'm-
all roll low, so that way you guys can get new characters and they won't make sense.
I think I have two D12s.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I got a new character set and ready to go.
Already?
Yeah.
That's-
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Mine came with two D12s.
I may have
Really?
played him on the
Interesting.
charity stream.
The
bard.
The bard, yes.
Yep.
I'm trying to
The bard.
remember.
That's funny.
I've done multiple charity streams, so I'm just like,
Fair enough.
which one?
No, I will be playing everyone's favorite class next.
Artificer?
No, Bard.
Do you want to be a mage with armor?
Let's go Bard party.
That would be insane.
Music.
Everyone gets a different style of music.
That would just be chaos. Can you imagine?
There's a podcast
That would be very fun.
that did that. I think it's called Bardbastic. I don't remember what it's called. I haven't listened
Did
to it
they
in a
call
while.
it a Bardy?
It's been a while since I listened to it, but
I'm pretty sure GCP did a whole Bard episode too.
Yeah, they
For one of those.
Yeah, it was for the last Gen Con, but this podcast, they can't remember the name of it, but what they're a band in real life, and so, but they all like playing D&D, and so what they end up doing is they keep getting into like a certain place with like they go to a bard school and everything, but I think what they do is they took one level in like any other class, and then one level and then I think they keep leveling up Bard, but that way they can at least have the base stats of like whatever it is, so that way the party's a little bit diverse. And what they do is at every episode, it gets to a point where they have magical instruments, and so they roll music die to find out what key and tone the song is supposed to be, and then they go away, go improvise a song, come back and play it, and then the DM, who's the bass player of the group, is just like, okay, well, this, like, if the lyrics and everything are good or not, like, they rush, like, if the song's good, like, good can come of it. If it's not that great, like, yeah, not great. So, and then it affects stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but it also came out at the time when I was listening to a whole bunch of different podcasts, and now I only listen to one group. So
I know that feeling.
But yeah, well, how we get started.
Yeah, I think I might need a Josh recap this time.
All right, let's pull up what happened this last time.
Since it's been like 2 months.
Shall I get you guys some recap music?
Yes.
Let's see. Take it to the recap. Let's see. What is good recap music? I do like this song, but this isn't good recap music. We need...
Ooh, that is good recap music.
It was the first
Love
one on
that.
the Quirky playlist called Business or Pleasure.
Quirky.
All right, Josh, take it away. What are your notes?
All right, here we go. So I'm out of focus. Hold on one second. Here we go. Pull out, pull in. There we go. Back in focus. All right. So we come back from the mirror realm. We have a 2-week period of time. We're trying to figure out what we're doing with our lives. And all of our various tasks lead us to our leveling up, and so we began to express how we leveled up. Little Ash belongs to someone else, and Aesheon has an issue with that, and Aesheon begins to shake Little Ash violently. Little Ash runs away. Aesheon becomes a 4th level warlock. Don't tell the party. Zevarra heads back to the graveyard. She gets a small book called The Legends of Kaj. Also, the Tortle Priest shows up again, and pretty much just kind of like helps push Zevarra into some certain directions with some great role playing. Zephan goes to the library, and he finds out a lot of things about Arush and a lot of weird things about the Red King, who maybe we'll meet at some point. He learns a lot about Celestials and seeking the Traveler. Let's see. And he sees a coin in the book, and the coin stands out to him, and he's very interested about that. For some reason, I have young Kool-Aid sleepwalk. I have no idea what that's about at all. I'm very confused.
I don't know who you're there. I'm like looking through my notes.
But that's written down in my notes here. Lor is back at the agency. He is going through military contacts, and he has a flashback that flashes forward and flashes backwards, and we meet Lor in the Veiled Expanse. A gnome woman named Fisk is there. Fisk has an affinity for Kaj. Or I don't know, maybe that's Lor. I can't remember who's who in this point. The camp's destroyed, people are dead. In a small cave, there's 7 men, Fisk and Lor. A figure appears at the opening of the cave, and it's Susan. And oh my goodness. Yeah, and a small flap of a tinderbox. There's an F and it's unintelligible, but a letter pops out. Send a message to Steelcrest. They will know where I'm at. I will be there as soon as I can. Lor chuckles to himself. And then he stops over at Ravenscales. He leaves a note. He's going to be looking for a lead on Susan. And then Little Ash, who's running away from Aesheon, appears. And Lor does the most Lor thing ever. And instead of going on a buddy cop drama with Lor and Little Ash, which it would have been a full redemption tale for Lor, Lor becomes even more Lor. And he sends Little Ash away because he hates goblins to death and is still probably a little, how do you say, embarrassed that he murdered him in the first place, or ashamed. Who knows? I don't know.
I think you're projecting.
Maybe just a little bit. The next day, Aesheon comes in disheveled. Little Ash is missing. Aesheon's just muttering he chose someone else. Zevarra consoles Ash, and it just doesn't go well. And pretty much the whole party realizes that, the postman shows up as this is all happening, and everyone's trying to figure out where Little Ash is. And the postman has a letter from Coin Grove addressed to Susan from Braun Tusk, and that he needs some help with some things going on. Aesheon snaps back into it, realizes all of the jobs that we have going on, and the party decides it's time to split up and do the best thing that the GM loves.
Murder.
And so we decided that Zephan was headed to Countess Galay. Aesheon is going to head out to Duke Helvop. Zevarra and Lor, we're going to head to Bronze Tusk. And Zevarra and Ash, we're going to keep an eye out for Little Ash. And that there is what's happened.
I'm still trying to find out what Sleepwalk Kool-Aid Man was.
I have no idea. Literally.
What part of
it's Zephan enters into the library at Glass Point, all the stuff that happens there. Then it just is young Kool-Aid Sleepwalk. And then it comes back to Lor's back at the agency. I have no idea. I have to go back and watch that and figure out what the heck young Kool-Aid Sleepwalk is. I'm very confused, but that is
Kool-Aid. Did someone jump through a wall or something, like the Kool-Aid Man?
I'm trying to remember.
Wasn't there a kid that Lor made puke because he was exercising him too much?
That was beforehand.
That was before.
That was a while. That was in our current time.
The other thing was, I don't know if you said Lor's friend from the past, Fisk. Forget.
Didn't she show up?
She sent him the message, and
that she'll be there as soon as she can.
Yeah, finds a letter to tell him to contact her through Steelcrest. Yep. Your characters would know, and for anybody that is wondering, Steelcrest is the capital of. You guys would also know the Red King is the ruler of East Atria.
Okay.
So that thinking rock.
I felt like I was in a episode of Blippi there for a second.
Oh no. That's unfortunate for all of us if that's true.
Somebody told me that I reminded them of that guy, and I was like,
You don't
excuse
want to
me?
be Blippy.
No, I don't. I was like, you take that back. They're like, no, it's a good thing. I was like, no, it's not.
I don't know
Oh,
if
what
Blippy
Blippy?
wants to be Blippy.
That is.
It's all good. We're not going to
It's
go any
fine.
further into Blippy lore
Nope.
during this.
You don't need to know who Blippy is.
Think Baby Shark, but more annoying.
Okay, so yeah, these things that I googled do make a little bit of sense. But okay. Anyway, too much work. Yeah. So then. Okay, this music is really distracting. It was fun for the recap, but now it's just my brain can't follow it. So we'll
I
just
feel like we should be running through
yeah.
1800 streets or something.
We'll just go back to the adventure soundtrack, and then whenever it comes up with like stuff that doesn't really fit, we'll skip. So, alrighty. Yeah. So this is what we'll do. So yes. So Zephan, you are going to Countess Galay, to find out about Muffin, or do. Pretty much to close. It seemed like your intention was to close that that path with whatever way you were thinking.
Okay.
Ash, you were going to hail Vop to talk about the rapier, and Lauren Zevarra, you are going to Bronze Tusk. Sorry, it's one of those words. I know how to spell it, but I'm not really 100% sure how to pronounce it.
Apothecary?
Sure, that one.
the carry.
So I don't know. There's just words that like my mouth doesn't like want to say correctly.
Same.
Like Wooder and Mira.
Waja. Waja.
Acha.
Waja.
Okay,
Let me drink some of my Waja.
So how about we do this? Why don't we unless anyone really wants to head to the thing, do a little roll off to find out where we're going, what scene we want to go
Let's do
first. I hope everyone rolls a natural one.
Yes.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Or get your good
Actually,
rolls.
I did.
That means Nate dies on the way to
Yeah.
the place.
Yeah, the sleepwalking Kool-Aid man just comes out of the sewers and gets him. How about you?
All right, I
Natural
rolled
5 for Ash.
a 15.
I rolled an 11.
You got a 1?
I got a 1.
Getting bronze dice. As
DM sounds so broken up about it right now.
well, I'd rather you guys roll high to get them all out of the way now.
Yeah.
But what's it? Well, it's from the Glass Cannon. Norse Foundry for all your random number generating needs. Normally said after rolling a couple nat ones in the middle of combat. Okay, so
Shout out Skid.
okay, so you guys are heading to Coin Grove. Zevarra and Lor. You guys are heading there from the Dawn Quarter, which is where you guys are, where your base is located. And you go to Coin Grove, and you guys would know that Coin Grove is kind of the merchant district. There's tons of different stores. Like you can smell like spices and just like a bunch of like animals like kind of coming in that are closer to the dock because just for trade rather than bring that in. And then as you go farther and you get more and more closer to like the more finer things of clothing and luxury items. But Bronze Tusk Apothecary, yeah, that one is kind of near. Oh, here I should bring you guys to. That's where I am. Is kind of up here. So kind of in this little nub. Yeah, and you guys get in there and as I reopen my notes. By the way, did you guys find out? I don't want to hear you guys complain that I didn't give you anything because I put that all in the group chat.
Oh, crap.
So.
I thought you said you took it down.
Oh, it's in the.
What'd you put in the group chat?
It's in the
Actually
text
take
chat.
It down?
In the text chat.
We were supposed to pick our items.
I posted
What items?
Exactly.
Not my fault.
I'm picking them right now.
It's that you got to scroll up in our text chat on our phones.
All right, let's see.
It was
Oh,
when
oh
it was
God.
Dave gave us return or like afterthought rewards for stuff.
Gotcha.
Rewards.
Yep.
Oh man, guys, we talk way too much.
Yeah, how far? Oh, it was way
We
back
do all the way
before
back past before
Thanksgiving.
PAX.
I will
Okay,
find
here it
it.
is, here it
I
is.
will find it and I'll
No, I got
toss
it, I
it
got it.
into the Discord.
Wow, we have a okay.
Yeah. You
We're
guys,
gonna have to do some
Yeah, I
money.
found it.
you guys have a lot of things. Because you guys did a whole lot of stuff.
All right, so we have 3 potions of healing, a spell scroll of true strike,
I'm
a
there. Gotcha.
spell scroll of mold earth, a spell scroll of armor of agathis, a chain shirt, 2 sets of studded leather spiked armor for a small creature, a +1 shield, a rapier arm blade, a cloak of billowing, and 1 unmovable rod.
Should be money in there somewhere too.
Yeah, there's 1,700 copper, 900 silver, and 70 gold.
That was the riches from season 1. My
Yeah.
favorite is the cloak of billowing.
I know.
All it
That
is
feels
a
like
cloak that
something
billows.
that Zephan would want.
Does sound cool.
You can have it if you want it.
Mhm. I will probably take one of the studded leather armors.
Okay.
If you guys like wanna like sell something, like I don't know how much money that would all be.
Do we
What
just
up?
want to split it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine if we want to. I mean, do we want to split it? Do we just want to like have it in like a party pool? We could just divide each by 4.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest
Why
way.
am I yellow
Yeah,
again?
I think money is great split 4 ways.
Okay, so that's 425 copper to put in your inventory.
Just write this down for now. 425, you said?
Copper. 225 silver. And 17 gold.
I forgot my math later on that.
All right, one more time. Can you or someone read those off?
17 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. 225 silver. And 425 copper.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of all the stuff, there's nothing like specific that Aesheon needs because he already has studded leather. I think the only thing I think is cool.
Scrolls probably would go to you.
Yeah, that'd be fine. But I know everybody else except for Lore has some sort of attunement to magic, so I didn't want to
Right.
just jump on them if somebody thought that they would want them.
I mean, the chain shirt probably goes to Elizabeth.
It's for small.
No,
No.
chain shirt's not for small. That's the spiked armor.
Oh, that's a spiked armor. Yeah, I mean, am I the only heavy armor person? Yeah, I can take the
think
chain
so.
shirt, the chainmail shirt.
I was threatening to
Unmovable
jump on it.
rod.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind that, but if somebody
Okay.
else wants it, they're more than welcome to have it.
Yeah, so a movable rod is a flat iron rod that has a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place.
I have no nefarious ideas.
I was gonna say.
I'd take the rapier armband unless somebody wants it.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
I've already got some healing potions, so if you guys want to
I can
distribute
take
those out,
I can take the shield because I can
Yeah,
switch
that's
off
probably
with
a good idea.
shields. Yeah.
For Knight and anybody else that's in the chat, Knight's in the chat right now, who's part
Hi,
of
Knight.
Sanity Lost. The party who last session said that I didn't give them anything, now after I gave them something, now are like, what? We got stuff? Oh, okay.
Sorry, we're doing inventory management. Okay, so let me take at least one potion of healing, and then Zephan and Ash, why don't you take one?
Okay.
Ash, why don't you just take all of the scrolls for now?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I'm taking the chain shirt.
Also, I will say, if there's any stuff that because you guys would have had this before the events of you would have had this at the beginning of the episode, of the season.
Mhm.
So if there's anything that you wanted to give little Ash, like that, I will allow that as well, because you guys would have had this already.
So should he get the spiked armor?
It's up to you.
Yeah, he would have the spiked armor.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not trying to lead you guys to split anything up the way you want, but
Yeah. I mean, I think he's one of the only ones that can use it. I'll use the shield. Ash has the arm blade. Zephan has the immovable rod, and then does he also have the cloak of billowing?
Yeah, I'll take the cloak. If nobody else.
Yeah, I
wants it,
figured.
I'm going to.
No,
Okay.
I figured that'd be better for you.
So we have a set of studded leather armor that we don't have use for. Is that right?
Yeah, we could sell that
Yeah.
off if we want.
Yeah, if somebody wants to.
All right, I'll hang on
Take
to
that
it,
to sell.
and we can maybe try and sell it. Cool. All right.
Give some pay to us for
Yeah.
all this weird stuff we're doing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
yeah. And some of that money is definitely from finding the kids and all.
Right.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. There. Now that that's done, we will head up north. You guys head into Coin Grove. You easily find the carved out stone wall of Bronze Tusk Apothecary. Wow, I totally misspelled that in my notes. Anyway, yeah, it's the buildings all in here. It is the way this whole city is set up is that it's carved. It's a stone that has been carved out with all these passageways and homes and businesses. Just intricate pathways that you guys all know where they lead. And they have this weird they have as you guys can see with this map, they have I'm totally where Arclay is. I forget what it's called, but it's pretty much just a giant hole that goes down to the middle, underneath the earth, where that's how light is getting in. But as you kind of get to these border places, they have this intricate way of reflecting light, so that way there's still ways to have light in these areas. So they also have kind of this luminescent plants that also are growing in this area that just as you walk by, they give off a glow and especially in Coin Grove with the amount of commerce and money that they have these plants that are set up to show kind of what district you are in for that money. So you kind of go into the alchemy section where the plants shift into this kind of greenish hue, and shortly after you're able to find Bronze Tusk, where you enter in there, and you see this tall orc, and he a half orc, sorry, And he just looks at you guys and just like, how can I help you?
So out of character, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I know.
You guys are picking up a package
Okay.
for
Oh, that's right. We got a
Or-
note that there was
yeah.
a package.
Okay, right.
The
so
person,
we-
like, there was a note saying, "Hey," to Susan, saying, "Are you ever going to pick up this package?"
So that was like the most recent thing.
mhm. You
Yes.
guys
Yeah, okay,
also
okay.
also had a job here about this was the very place where thefts were happening.
Oh, okay. So we're kind of on a double mission.
I don't know if you guys remembered that, but
No,
I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we hadn't talked about it.
I told everybody what was going on, but
yeah, like
Okay.
so
As
I don't
we-
know if
as
the
we were
players
leaving.
remember.
Well, out of character, I didn't remember, but I think it would make sense that like we would have rememred on our way there,
We
or
would
like
have
we would
noted
have
it,
known.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah, yeah,
in character as we split,
yeah,
we like you guys were mainly going there to pick up the package.
yeah.
But on the way to pick up the package, you guys were going to follow up what was going on with the missing supplies.
Right.
Okay. Well, good afternoon. We're actually with Ravenscales, and we're here for kind of a dual purpose, I guess. We had a note that there was a package here for our boss, Susan. And then we also just wanted to follow up to, I guess, a request that we got to look into some thefts that you guys have been having.
Okay, well, if you're here to pick up Susan's package, back, like he, like stomps away, like into the back, and hear a little bit of clattering. After like a minute or two, he comes up and has this satchel, the small like twine package, the size of a book, not. Just hands you this. And he's like, "Here you go. That's what she ordered." I don't know. I know she's been missing, but hey, I just need to make the space. And also, about the other thing, you guys are too late. Alright? I haven't had any break-ins for about a month now.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's seems that whatever that flooding that happened washed out whatever's going on. So, yeah.
Do you have any suspects, or did you find out who it was? Do you have any suspicions?
I think it was goblins, but everyone that I talked to said there's no way they're goblins in the sewers. Bronze Tusk, you're crazy. I don't know, man. And it's like all I know is that over in the bathrooms, I found this in one of the stalls, and like he throws a pig hat onto the desk. Like he had it underneath his like desk, and he's like, I found this. The guard don't want to do anything about it, but hey, nothing's been coming up for the month, so I might be fine.
Lor kind of nods his head knowingly and says, I suspect you're correct. We've heard some rumors around that there may have been a goblin issue, and that has been resolved. So if you have any further break-ins, please let us know. But I think for the moment, your problems are not a concern any longer.
See Jerry on his neck for calling me an idiot.
He probably deserves it. Should trust you.
Everyone should be trusting old Bronze Tusk. Oh, by the way, since you're here, it reminds me of something. Did I knew Susan I think it was I don't know, when she first moved in here. No, it wasn't then. Well, she asked me about a book. It was like a oh man, I sent her to somebody over in one of the Scholar and Glass Point, but I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day. But there's like a book or something that's like sealed. You guys know anything about that? I understand if it's secret stuff, you can't tell me. But she was asking, and I sent her to a Scholar and Glass Point, and then, well, never heard much of it afterwards.
Oh. So she was asking you if you knew about or could get a book that was sealed, and you sent her somewhere else instead?
Yeah, I got her in touch with one of my cousins up in Glass Point.
Do you remember what the book was called?
No, it was like oh no, it was supposed to be like a book. I don't know, either hide secrets or something. I don't know. Like, she wanted a book that no one could get into.
Lor still has the multi-dimension book in his pack, and so he pulls that out and says, was it this book?
Can it open?
Lor opens it.
Then that's not it.
Interesting. He puts it back in his pack.
You sent her over to your cousin in Glass Point, you said?
Yeah.
What's your cousin's name?
Oh, man. Cousin's name? Oh, you got so many cousins. No, it wasn't... Oh. I think it was, yeah. It was Emerald Beard.
Emerald Beard?
Emerald Beard. No D.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one
he's
of those...
a scholar?
Calls himself that, but he knows the ways of the arcane, and I don't know. But if you guys don't have the book, I wouldn't worry about it. Susan probably has it.
Well, that is the problem, though, right? Because we don't know where Susan is.
Lor kind of elbows Zevarra.
He said it first.
We're not sharing that information.
He knew. How close were you with Susan? Was she here a lot?
Yeah, what do you think? She ordered a bunch of weird things. Yeah, I know that she's your boss and everything. She was weird cookie.
She definitely had her odd interests. Being the person that she went to for these oddities, there seemed to be like themes that she was collecting or researching.
Sorry, what? What was your question? I got distracted. Wasn't listening.
What types of things was she having you find?
It's no, none of it made sense. Like, you look in there, you can see. Well, if you're gonna look into it, that's. But I don't know. It was just strange oddities from around the world, and kind of. I don't know. I know some people might say magical implements and stuff. Like, I'm more of like nature's healing kind of guy. Like we heal from the earth. Her, not so much.
So magical.
Yeah, one could say that.
Okay. Was there anything that you couldn't find or didn't want to find that she asked?
This stuff took a little bit longer to find, but I'm not allowed to share customer confidentiality, even though you are definitely part of a retinue.
Of course.
Born to secrecy.
I understand. Well, if anything else comes in, let us know. We're not always aware of all of the orders that Susan puts in, and so we might miss them from time to time. So
yeah, that was the last one. So
okay. Well, thanks.
To my knowledge, I don't know if anything comes in. That'd be a surprise to both of us.
Yeah. Lor, do you have anything to ask?
No, I think that covers it. And at that moment, he kind of opens up the satchel and looks inside to see what's in there.
All right. Inside are 3 gemstones, and a vial of a dark red liquid, and a polished silver mirror.
He kind of Lor kind of holds the bag open. So the orc, was he an orc?
Yeah, half orc.
Half orc could see it and says, "Do you have any idea what these are?"
She ordered. I want to go drinking that liquid though.
Where did she order them from?
Catalog. No, no. She studied things and then just asking me to find random things out there, and I did my best. So.
Where did you get them from?
Cousins.
You have a lot of cousins, huh?
Yeah.
What's the red liquid?
Well, it's a rare spider poison.
Oh. Okay.
What was she doing with spider poison?
I don't know. Well, we really appreciate your help and apologize for not checking in sooner on the robberies. Definitely keep us updated. We are doing our very best to keep things up and running while Susan is being Susan somewhere.
Yep. One can only imagine where she should be. Gotta be somewhere pretty nice.
I'm sure she's doing something exciting.
Or not. I don't know. As I said, weird cookie.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was nice officially meeting you.
Yeah, if I have any other jobs, I'll your way.
Cool. Thank you. And I guess Zevarra turns to like leave.
Yeah.
Lor nods and follows.
And I guess just walking out, like taking a look at the items in the satchel again. Can we tell what types of gemstones they are?
Well, as I try to remember.
How to play D&D.
Do you have any kind of detect magic, Elizabeth? Anything that's like to speak of?
You would need some sort of arcane roll to find out specifics, but looking in there, you can see that there is a yellow one. A yellow. I lost my note. Sorry, not a yellow. Well, it is a shade of yellow. An amber.
Okay.
An amber one. One that is like a bright crimson color. And then a like glittering emerald.
I don't have anything that detects magic on items. All mine are creature based, but I can roll an Arcana check. I have +4 to Arcana, so.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Or Lord looks at Zevarra and says, "Do you sense anything on those? Are those magic?"
That is a 19.
Ooh.
Alright, what for Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So I guess if this is going to be any sort of pass, like she just touches the necklace that she wears around her neck and whispers a silent prayer to Kaj, asking for help, and waits for it to glow before looking at the gems.
Yep. So, yeah, as you begin looking at this, really the only thing that really sticks out is the bright crimson gemstone. Because
Okay.
as you kind of like detect magic, you're not really sure. Like you can detect faint like wisps of magic off of all three of these things, but the only one with as you just doing a quick check, the bright crimson one seems like almost abyssal in nature.
What does that feel like to me? Like, how do I sense that?
So, yeah, so like with trying to think. So like as like with when you worship with like go back to the thing of your worship with Kaj and like how he is earth and like maybe like, and feel free to correct me, but maybe Zevarra has memories of just like when you would do Kaj worship with like in the good times of your life, like you felt like secure and safe. This is more like, and maybe this is from your just the viewpoint of that, is like it feels like thistles are like wrapping around your hand as like because you said your it's on the, I forgot what was glowing of yours as you were checking that.
My necklace. I have like a pendant. Yeah.
So like maybe like the metal or whatever the strapping that you have, like it feels like thistles are growing up in there and like just kind of just constraining around your neck. But it's not like hurting or anything, but like you can tell that this is like dark energy.
Okay. So as she's like staring at it, I'm picturing that like Laura can kind of like start to see her like tense and like catch her breath. And she like drops the gem back in the satchel and like steps back really quickly.
Lor kind of like cocks an eyebrow and just asks what?
There is something dark about that red gem. They all have magic, but I don't know. I think we need someone with stronger magic to tell us more, but there's something powerful and dark in that. I don't know what Susan was doing, but these don't seem like safe items.
I agree. Let's close the close the bag, stick it in my pack, and let's see if we can meet up with Ash. Maybe he's got some better insight or can give us some information or knows somebody that we can run it past. But whatever Susan was involved in, it's looking like it was some dark stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that takes us.
Could we, based on the time that it took us to get here and how long we've been here, could we actually try to intercept with Ash where he is going?
Let's see. Ash was going.
I don't know where the Duke is.
I think you guys would have all the. I think the Duke out of all the places would probably be in Cresthaven.
Oh. How are you getting back in there?
Oh, that's gonna be fun. We'll figure it out.
So
I used his name that day too.
So we have our sending stones, right? I think we all decided that we were. So I think Zevarra is gonna pull out her sending stone and send a message to Ash. Ash, we picked up the package from Bronze Tusk, and there's some really interesting and maybe dangerous items that Susan was collecting. I think we'd like to get your eyes on them. Also, you might want some backup going back into Cresthaven. Do you want to meet up and we can go with you?
So Dave, I'll put it out to you. How far along in my thing will I be when they make it to where they're at and send that message?
Well, let's just jump to you then, and I'll let you know when that message comes in.
Yeah, all right, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Yeah, so Aesheon heads out. So I know that it's in Cresthaven.
Yes, yeah. Let me make sure I didn't write down something else on my notes, because in my head right now it makes sense, but
I didn't have anything when we looked at the original jobs.
Yeah.
So we know Countess Galay is north of us. And then for the Duke, you just said the Duke's rapier is missing from one of the Great Wars. That was all we had from the Duke.
Yeah. So well, let's bring up the Cresthaven map, because I don't have anything specific, but just looking at him, that makes the most. So you came in through the Stallion Gateway.
Yes.
Which goes to Tamar Mall. But you think would be closer more to the Nomad condos.
Okay.
So if you want to try to go through the Mustang Gateway, that is perfectly fine.
And the Mustang Gateway is
up
through
north.
Stone Bay, right?
Back.
Oh no, that's through. Or is that on just the other side of the Dawn Quarter? Or am I going into...
No,
okay.
it goes into the Dawn Quarter. There's no entrance from Nail's Closet into the Cresthaven, because you went in through the docks.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think the first thing that Aesheon will do, with his time is he's going to send a message to the A Rush Temple, just to see if Little Ash comes in. I forget what her name was.
Sister Connor.
Yeah, Sister Connor. So he'll send a message to Sister Connor just to have an eye out for Little Ash. Just explaining that he and Little Ash got into a disagreement, but that he thinks that Little Ash would go there to the kids before anywhere else, and to just send him correspondence if he returns.
Yeah, and you got a response back on your way over. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll make sure to let you know if I see him."
Okay, and then yeah, he'll switch out into his purple robe actually before he enters into Cresthaven. And he'll walk up to Cresthaven with his purple robe. And he has his painting of Reese from the Mirror Realm at his ready, if need be, to enter into Cresthaven with any sort of like pushback as he goes to enter. Is there a way to get a message to the Duke on my way in?
You don't have a way to contact him yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. So I'll just
I'm just trying to see. There's not a disguise check. Is there? I don't see it. So, and trying to think. Well, I guess
it could be a charisma check.
Yeah, I'm just doing a quick.
I
scan.
could roll. I have my disguise kit, so I could roll.
Does that say what that? Does that add something to a skill?
That's it's a +2. So it's my +2 plus my charisma. So it's a +6 roll for my disguise kit for any like attire that I put on.
Yeah. So do that and
see if I pass.
Yeah. See, and this is gonna pretty much see how well your disguise that you're trying to do.
All right. Enter into the Mustang Gate. That is that's a 15 in total.
Okay. Yeah, you feel pretty good about your disguise, and as you get up to the guards, like you see kind of two humans, and one's just like, and like as he comes up, he kind of stops you there and just like, "Oh, you're a little late for the festivities, my friend."
I am here to meet with the Duke Helvop. He has reached out to me about a missing heirloom, and I have a great fondness for him and for that of which he worships.
All right. Well, roll the whatever that lie check is. Deception.
Oh, a deception check. All right, let's see. What do I got? Oh, that's a +6. So let's see. That is a 14.
Like, okay. I don't need your life story, but you know, things got a little weird a couple weeks ago. So, man.
Yes, I heard all about the issues of a few weeks ago.
Well, as I'm pretty sure you know, any visitors needs to be tagged real quick. So, and he pulls out a pretty much this metal bracelet, like this silver bracelet. He's like, yep, just put that on you and just turn it back into me as you leave, and yeah, we'll be all good.
All right. As he puts the metal bracelet on me, do I feel anything?
You don't feel like any, like if you don't feel anything unnatural, but if you're gonna check it, I'll need a roll.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll wait till I go in to take some time to check it as I go in. As I'm walking, but yeah.
All right,
What do you want me to roll on that as I'm just kind of checking to see what it is?
Arcane
what I'm
or
getting.
arcane or religion, because it will work
Okay,
with either
let me see
one.
which
And
one.
but yeah, he lets you in as and it's just like, all right. Remember, gates close at 6.
Okay, so I'll roll a religion on it, and that is a 16 religion check.
All right, yeah. With this, you feel the kind of the same magical tendencies of Reese, and you can tell that this is like a tracking like place, like a tracking spell is put on this.
Okay. Do I think there's any way to block that tracking spell with anything that I have?
I don't know what you have, so not that I know of. Like,
Okay.
if you think of something that you would like to try, you can do that.
No, I just didn't know if there was. No, it's all good.
Yeah, like I don't know off the top of my head of what you have. Like there could be ways to try it, but it's
No, it's all
like,
good.
yeah, it'd be something that like the Ash's creativity would have to.
Okay, no, it's all good. Yeah, so let's start making my way to the nomad condos.
Yeah. So you make your way there, and you remember the last time you got in here, there was like a ton of like festivities and joy and mirth of everybody. And like, even though you're not near Miramar, you can tell that like it's not as joyous of an occasion as it is. It seems like this is more of just a normal day. Everyone is just kind of going to their job. There's a few of like the rich folk and the my brain can think of the word, but my mouth can't think of how to pronounce it.
Right.
Ends with an A.
Aristocrats.
Yeah, that one. The aristocrat. Just walking around, just like, oh, and just doing whatever they do. Yeah, you make your way into the nomad condos, and there's you find the address, and you see a like painted kind of carved stone, like it is painted white, and got like a little fence around, a little metal stylized fence, and just says like, has a little sign on there that just says at his full where's yeah, the Hailvat has just that like little black written on there. You see a little bell by the gate.
As I'm walking there, am I the only one in a purple robe?
Pretty much.
Or do I see? Okay.
You don't have to roll that. Yeah, you can. You can get for free. Then it seems like you're the only one walking around with a purple robe.
No, that's fine. So then, as soon as I notice that I'm the only person walking around with a purple robe, I'm probably going to take my robe off in a corner somewhere, and just be back in my clothes, just so that I'm not standing out.
All right.
And so Aesheon's standing in his fancy clothes with his clerical garb, presses the bell to see the Duke.
So, a couple of minutes later, this old gentleman comes out who it looks like he is constantly smelling something terrible. With gray wisps of hair. Looks at you. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm with the Ravenscales Detective Agency. My name is Aesheon Kaetchuum, and I am here about the Duke's missing rapier.
Oh. Come with me. Get the Duke. And he brings you inside to a sitting room. He's like, "Can I get you anything to drink?"
Yes. Whatever beverage you would recommend, sir.
Okay. Matilda, can you get this young visitor? It's just a halfling maid, and she just nods her head and scuttles away. I'll be back. I'll send Hilvop down. And so he kind of leaves, and then within a couple minutes, Matilda comes back with I didn't know what you want, but here we go. I have juice. I have some ale, and well, bit of a tea.
All right, let me see what we get. We're going with the tea.
So she's like, "Oh, okay. Vop's favorite, and it's most." And so she pours you out, and it's just this real dark. It's a black tea, and you can.
Okay.
And she pours it out, and it's this dark liquid fills the cup, and you can get little sense of the spices that get added to it. You need anything, just let me know. I'll be around.
Yes, please. 3 sugars and a milk.
Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. And she runs out, and still makes it back for Helvop, and she's here you go. And oh, okay, didn't. Well, everyone has their own tastes. Okay, I guess I'll talk to you later then. If you need anything, once again, just let me know. I'll be around.
Thank you, Matilda. You have been a blessing to me.
Yes.
May Odine bless ye as well.
Oh, okay. Cool. And she just scampers out. So, yeah. And then, it's almost a half hour later, this regal, man, comes down. He is, now I'm getting all my races mixed up. Should I do a quick Google search for D&D races to remember the one that I was thinking of? But yeah, he pretty much, as he's walking down, and it is, as it's coming up there, is it... Oh, there's a lot of these things, and I'm like, what the heck are these? I like this song. Way more than I want. Come on. I know what it is. I just need to remember what it's called. An ASMR. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
It is the same. I was like, I know this is a Pathfinder.
Wow.
Hold on, I want that song back. Where'd that just fit for what we were doing? Come back here, song.
It was very.
I wish I could just have the song repeat. And so yeah, this Aasimar comes down. He's got like, dark skinned. He's definitely older, and but his eyes like glow a faint green. As he kind of comes in, he's like, "Oh, hello there. It is I, Count. Was I Count? What was I?
Duke.
Thank you. Voice. Duke and Helvov. And who are you?
And as the Duke enters, I stand and I do like a grand bow, like almost kicking my leg through my back, the side of my body as I bow my arm down, and I say, Duke, what a great honor it is to be in thy presence.
Yes, everyone should always have great honor. That's it. Yes, you hear about the rapier?
Yes, I come at Susan's behest to help you discover where your rapier has gone.
It turns out I found it.
Oh, where did you find it?
It turns out Matilda was walking down into the Mayor Mall, and well, it was in one of the stalls. Oh, silly me! I guess one of us took it out of there, and when I was in one of my fits of drunken nature, but yes, we found it, and it is returned, and like he's like, would you like to see it?
Yes, I would love to see it. And then I show him the clasped rapier on my arm, and I release it and say, I much find myself interested in rapiers as well. And then I pull it back in to my arm.
Do you mind? Can I hold this?
Well, it is attached to my forearm, so I can't release it.
One of those. Okay, no problem. I can show you some of my skill when I go get the old. Yes, what was it called again? No, the war was so long ago. Oh, that's right. The gnarled tooth. Such a dreaded name for such a beautiful weapon, but hey, when it's given to you, I will tell you, do not complain. Now come with me. And
yes, and he follows along with the Count or the Duke.
Ash really didn't want to say that he put on the rapier and can't figure out how to take it off, and so stuck on his arm.
Now there's like a weird attunement process to that thing. There's no taking that sucker off.
Yes. So like
Ash has no idea what he's doing with a rapier on his arm. just like my ring of like weird fire stuff. I just put it on and was like, oh, here it is.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. So he leads you through the hallways, and like he burst open the doors, and like Matilda was walking right there, and like she like is thrown back of shock, and she's like, oh, Matilda, oh, so clumsy. Well, we'll get Jeffrey to work with you. Anyway,
as we're walking, do I sense any I'm using my celestial sense and detect magic as I'm walking through his house. Do I catch anything celestial off of him?
You're gonna have to do a roll for that.
Is there a roll
wait.
for that?
Yeah, you kind of. I can't remember. I think you just.
It was just like detect magic. So if there's someone who is a follower of celestial,
you don't detect
I can sense that they are.
Yeah, no, you don't detect anything off him. So.
And then as I'm following him, do I detect any like magical force or power as I'm getting closer to where we're heading?
Nope. Like you sense like magical item like auras, but it's not like it wasn't like the first time you entered here where it felt like there was like
like everywhere
a magical presence suppressing. It seems more like a little like a noble odds and ends of magical tools that you have in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good.
They have that, and he leads you upstairs to this room, which is like kind of this. It's like a training room. Like you can see like little training dummies and just other stuff, and and he's just like, oh yes, it's right here, and he goes over and pulls out this rapier, which does not look like any rapier that you have seen. The blade is made of like almost like a sharpened like femur. And it's like a huge femur. Like it's like he can pretty much, he's taller than you. Cause how tall is Ash?
Aesheon's 5'10".
5'10". Yeah. So like he's probably closer to like,
I think. Let me double check.
So like he would probably be closer
5'11".
to like,
He's 5'11".
5'11". Yeah. So he's got like a head or two over you. Like he'd probably be closer to like 6'4" or something like that. Like around there. And like he can wrest this like rapier easily from the floor like up to his waist, like blade, hilt, and whatever other parts of the sword that I'm forgetting. And it's like,
shoot,
yeah, it is a
giant.
It is a huge yes, and it's like it is like just it's only like stripped, like not stripped, but it's just sharpened and thin and like and it's very sharp, and like the pommel and the handle, like it's like this intricate design of like it is like a pretty much the femur's coming out of like the skull of like a lizard pretty much, and it's got like a little chain bangle kind of going at the bottom of the pommel that is like this that kind of has like this little like glowing stone to it. Like, oh yes, this is very useful in the war. And like he goes and he does a thrust. All right, and it's just like you like you're standing next to him as he goes and like thrust, but you can feel like this wind like rippling off of him. He's like, yes. Oh, I'm so glad that I have found this in time for the party. Oh, young Ash, are you going to the party?
What party? I hate to say that I was not invited.
The good Countess, Countess Gallina, she's having a party.
Oh, my! I one of our other fellow detectives is there, working on helping Countess Gallina find her lost pet.
Maybe she has an invite for you. Who knows? I don't know. But she seems to be in quite a good mood. But hey, well, if you are there, it'd be good to see you.
When is this party?
Oh, I don't remember dates too well. Jeffrey might know.
I would love to attend at your behest.
Well, I can see if I can find an invite. If I don't know, come back and talk with me. If your fellow isn't able to get an invite, maybe we can work something out. Rub some elbows and all that.
Okay, that would be wonderful. And then Aesheon, just being brash and stupid, asks if the Count could show him a few rapier moves as he shoots his rapier out of his arm and is now holding on to the whatever edge of the blade is that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you took the
forearm.
Yeah, you took the arm blade rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like a bracelet that like it collapses. Like when you pull it back in, it collapses. But like when you shoot it out, it's like the way I'm imagining it is like different segments that like kind of fit together to form the blade. It's like you still have like the bracelet that is like on there,
like an Assassin's Creed blade, but a rapier.
I guess.
And there's like a weird.
I don't know. I
magic
never really
to it.
played Assassin's Creed, so
I was looking it up. It's like a magical weapon. That's why I wanted it.
yeah. So yeah. So you have that. And yeah, and he's like, oh, sure, I can show you a few moves here, and yeah, as you're doing that, maybe he shows you a move, and then you just hear your pocket vibrate, and you hear like how I realize I don't understand how sending stones work, but because I imagine like,
is it like a voicemail that I have to like?
Yeah, so like maybe you
I
feel.
think we were using them as
just like
walkie-talkies.
walkie-talkies.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
kind of works. So like maybe it's like you feel a shake, and then like you hear like Zevarra's voice come in like muffled in your pocket of like, hey, be careful. Like I don't remember what you exactly said, but it's just
I didn't actually wait for him to answer. I just started talking.
yeah.
And Aesheon apologizes to the Duke. My apologies, Duke. This is from the office. I must take it.
No problem. If you have to go, I don't want to hold you up. But remember,
Is there a private room that I could use to take my message?
stay here, and I'll go find Jeffrey to find out when that party is.
Thank you. And so as the Duke leaves, I pull the sending stone out and I go, Zevarra, what was that?
We picked up the package from Bronze Tusk, and there are some interesting items that Susan had looked for. I want to see if you can sense anything. The sense that I got was that it wasn't good. Where are you?
So I'm in this crazy old Duke's training room right now, and
So
I
you got into
am
Cresthaven, okay?
a little freaked out by this whole experience right now.
Are you?
I got in okay, but they have a bracelet on my wrist that is a tracking device. So that's exciting. But I might be getting into a party.
Wow.
With the Countess.
Okay. The Countess
Where-
that Zephan is seeing?
Where's the founds going? So that might lead to something. But yes, I would be more than willing to detect what I can on these gems as soon as I am back at the office. I would stay clear of where I am currently because it is not safe.
Okay. Did he find his rapier? Do we have to
Yes.
find his rapier?
Nope. He
Okay,
got
good.
drunk and left it in the middle of the mare maw,
Oh.
and they
well,
found it. And this is not just a rapier. This is a literal giant's leg made into a sword.
What? Okay.
I have no idea what's happening right now, and I am trying my best not to fall apart.
Okay,
But this man's sword is larger than half of my body.
You need to go. Just get out. Get back to the office. Just go. Just go.
As soon as I can. If anything comes up, I will sending stone to you as quickly as possible.
Okay. All right.
Lor's only hearing one side of this conversation, and so he's like poking Zevarra, like, what is going on? What?
There's a rapier that's made out of a giant's leg that's half the size of his body.
What is he doing?
Okay, get out of there, get back to the office, and we'll debrief from there. Be safe.
Over and out. Bye.
And 4.
And like,
May Odine send his blessings over us all.
yeah. And so you come back in and or you're still there, and then yeah, shortly after he comes in, he's like, "Oh, Jeffrey told me it's about not this Saturday, but the Saturday after."
Oh well, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. So
May I?
about if I had to put a number on it, about because I don't remember what day we're actually in, because I'm a noble and the DM doesn't either. About 8 days.
Okay. Well, I would be honored to accompany you, Duke, and maybe pick up some more ways of using this new rapier of mine under your tutelage.
Yes. Well, we can figure that out. And anyway, let's we can talk and figure some moves out or something and schedule some time. But yeah, let me know.
Yes, thank you so much. I believe I should be on my way, unless there's anything else that the Ravenscales Detective Agency can assist you with.
No, you guys are busy enough. If I do, I'll send Jeffrey.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know where Countess Galay lives?
Oh yeah, she's that place up north. It's Glass Point, like way up far north Glass Point.
Oh, very well. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And he does another grand bow of putting his head almost to the floor as he kicks his leg out behind him and gets himself back up and fixes his clerical robes.
Mm-hmm.
And grants some odd Odine blessing over the Duke, that his years may be long as the sea is deep, or something like that.
And he kind of just waves you off as he kind of looks at us.
And Aesheon just tries to figure out how to get back out of this house that he is randomly just kind of trapped in.
And,
looks for Matilda.
And
or
Jeffrey's there, and he's like, "Follow me, sir." And, escorts you out. Huh.
And as he's talking to Jeffrey, he asks Jeffrey to pass along an invitation to the Ravenscales agency, or just some sort of correspondence, so that we would know when this party at Countess Galay is happening.
Hey. Yeah, and he's like, I can't give you an invitation, but here's the basic information. He writes it down. 8 days, nighttime at the Countess.
And then Aesheon walks out of the place.
Okay.
And then I think he's going to try to just leave as quickly as possible, because he just feels very much like something isn't quite right, and he does not like that he has the detect bracelet on.
Alright, so you're just leaving?
Yeah, he's going to move towards. Actually, he'll probably go through the Mare Mall on his way out to the Stallion Gate, just not to. Or did he have to go back to the Mustang Gate?
Instructions were unclear.
So yeah, he's gonna go back to the Mare Mall, just to see what wares he can purchase on his way out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll let you.
Since that's closer to like where everything actually is.
Yeah, and we'll let you meander around there for a bit as we waddle on over to Zephan. So, yeah, so Zephan,
Yes.
you are going to Countess Glaze up in Glass Point.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Before I leave, I am going to put on my new cloak.
The billowing. Mm-hmm.
Cloak of billowing.
Yeah.
Ruffle a little bit. Test out the billowing part, kind of stand on the corner of a street for a second and go like, okay, good.
Let me roll something. That's a cracked die. Hey. Yeah, this like child just like, wow.
I'm just gonna kind of like look over and go, and start walking.
And then, yeah, as you're walking away, like that kid turns around. Jimmy, that means gassy. I rolled a 5. So,
hey, impressed is impressed, man.
so yeah, you make your way up to Glass Point.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask everyone this now because I don't think we made a very. I can't remember if we said it or anything, but do you think when Zevarra messages Ash, do you think that it goes to Zephan's stone as well?
That's how we've used them in the past. They kind of all are connected.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't
we've done.
remember, so.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah. So anyway, that happens, and well, it doesn't happen yet, but so. Yeah, you get to hear that conversation at some point. We'll find out when. So, you make your way up to Glass Point, and it's
Yep.
So, but it's like kind of up in this area, like far north, where the map kind of gets cut off, like, cause
Yeah.
it's still
So it's
like
like
kind of
up here.
circles. Yeah, like way
so
up
they
there.
can't click up there. So it's
Yeah,
like-
yeah, it's in a place that can't be
Okay.
seen. But you go up there, and like the Glass Point is a place of schools and scholars and libraries and stuff. But there are a few like small manors scattered around the place up in this area, and it's like and you're going into kind of the more well-off section of this place as you because before you were over in the hall of the Crimson Stream, I believe is the name of it,
Yeah.
where Sister Connor is, and like the way you're going, unless you're purposely going there, wouldn't take you anywhere near there.
Yeah.
So you make your way up, and it is almost a similar situation, but instead of a paint of the Duke, but instead of it being painted white, it is painted. It's not painted at all. It's like you see the natural dark stone carved out. You do see the nameplate for Galay written on there.
Mhm.
And like you see a bell like kind of near the door, but like you can tell this is like a pretty big manor, especially for the Glass Point. It's not as like expansive as Mirror House, whatever that mansion was called. from last season, but it is, compared to this area, it is still a pretty decent size.
Okay. I'm going to stand a little bit away from the door and, get ready to let my cloak billow a little bit, and then I'm going to use my mage hand to ring the bell.
Okay. You do. And then a minute or two, an elderly gentleman also comes up and he's just, oh, hello there, hello. Are you here by appointment?
Not exactly. I am Zephan, emissary from Ravenscales Detective Agency, here to see Lady Gallina
Oh, yes.
about a missing pooch.
Oh, yes, Zephan. Oh,
Yes.
this way. And yeah, he leads and says, like, into this like study that is like this room filled with like books all over the place, and he's just like, just wait here, and I'll get the lady. I'll get the cats, and he hobbles away, and a couple minutes later, in walks this a very regal older woman. As again, I lost the races. Bump bump bump, there it is. I had an idea for who this would be, but I lost it right there. Woo. It will show up when I figure out how to work this stupid site. Oh, okay. They changed the thing to lineages. Okay, so you are sitting there, and like you can, like you hear like glass kind of like lightly like shaking and rattling, as like you can hear like these heavy footsteps come in.
Okay.
And you noticed, well, actually, roll perception real quick to see if Zephan would have paid attention to this.
Perception, you said?
Yeah. I would say spot hidden, but that's not an option.
I'm not so sure that I really like these dice, Dave.
Good. I like them.
I rolled another nat 1.
Oh.
Okay, no problem.
Which puts me at 6. I just want to say. Puts me at 6.
So you rolled a 6. Don't ever tell him you rolled the net 1. Just tell him it was a 6.
Oh, keep telling me. I want to know I bought good ones. You feel like some of these doors are bigger than what you should be. I feel like the doors are bigger than what you have passed, have experienced your time at Halcyon Peak. And this all makes sense as the door creaks open here. And then the stomping comes in as this Loxodon looks down at you. A Loxodon, for anyone who doesn't know, is a giant elephant. And she's
Half
like,
elephant, half human.
yes, mostly elephant.
Weird stuff.
And so the Loxodon looks down at you, and she's just like, oh, hello there, Zephan. It is I, Countess Gallina.
Oh, most regal countess. I am here to inquire into your missing muffin.
Oh, yes. Muffin is like the rapscallion. Is there anything that I can do to help with this?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a description of the pet in question, nor the details. I was just notified that he had tragically gone missing and wanted to offer my assistance in any way that I might in helping him. So, we might as well start from the beginning. What can you tell me about Muffin?
Oh, Muffin is a dear pet of mine. But they comes and goes. It's funny. I just saw him here last week, and then it seemed like, that dreadful flooding seemed to bring him back in, and I think he's just skulking around in the sewers. But no, it's my dear man, it's he should be back soon. It was more of just a fit of forgetfulness, you know? I think what happened was my good dear man, Garrel, accidentally left like one of the gates open, and we thought he got out. Excuse me, but then we realized no, he was just down in his normal playpens and just forgot to call in with me planning with this party. I'm so dreadfully sorry to call you all the way up here.
Oh, absolutely no worries, Countess. I'm more than happy to oblige, and would love to be of any service that I can possibly be.
Oh yes,
yeah.
I do feel so dread of this. Hold on, can you wait for a few minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And Gangale scuttles out, as awkward as a scuttling elephant would look.
I'm having a hard time picturing an elephant scuttling.
Yep. Good. I want it to be awkward. And then within a few minutes, just like, so, yes, how many are there down at that place of yours?
There's currently, 4 of us. Our Susan is away on business.
Oh, yes, she comes and goes. Here. And, she scribbles something on a piece of paper. If you can make it, no pressure. But I do feel so sorry and bad that I did not tell you guys that Muffin came back. But, yes, here, I want you to, I invite you to the party. It's, in 8 days.
I'd be honored.
All 4 of you can come in. And at that point, you just, you hear, what Elizabeth and, Ash and, Zevarra's conversation just blasting in your pocket, but muffled.
I'm going to go, oh, I'm so very sorry, Countess. Like fumbling around in my pocket, trying to take it, grab the sending stone and just like shove it into my pack as far as I can, like bury it in some clothes back in there or something. Go, I'm so very sorry, coworkers. Not checking in to see if there's any, I apologize. But yeah. No, I would, on behalf of the 4 of us, I would be honored to come to this party and to accept your generous invitation. And, I would like to offer the services of Ravenscales Detective Agency for any needs that you have. We're quite a resourceful group. We can source things that you need to find, whether it's lost items or items that you maybe haven't lost but are looking for anyway.
I will remember.
Very resourceful.
Yes. And do tell me, because once again, they're so embarrassing. But, yes, if you guys need +1s or anything, just let me know and we can work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you again so much, Countess.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will just let you know it is, a Black Robe event, so just, just let me know and, maybe we can help rent you guys some. I can get you in touch with a tailor or something if you guys need some with, some to clothe. No pressure.
Greatly appreciated, miss. I do promise you we can dress up quite nicely
I have no
I'm going
doubts.
to use the cloak of billowing to kind of
Just like
stand there looking nobly.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, you are a charmer. If I wasn't 300 years old, I would have come after you myself.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, you
appreciation
do let us know
all
if you
mine.
need anything. I will leave you to your day then.
Yes.
Good
Yes. And, oh, by the way, the party's here. I don't know if I said that. So anyway.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I shall gratefully ride in the direction of the exit.
And like as you
And
go,
then
guys,
leave.
yeah, like as you walk, I was like, oh, I guess you're leaving before it's. And like you just. Unless
Stride out with my cloak billowing gracefully behind me.
what a fine young man.
Once I get outside, I'm gonna dig the sending stone out of my bag and just go, all right, you guys, I got us invites to a sick party in 8 days, and the chick is willing to provide super fancy clothes. So I'm just gonna shove it back in my pocket. Walk off.
Hey. So, there is that. You guys did all your things that you mentioned, so it's up. You guys can go down if you guys want to meet back up at the detective agency. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan. I'll head back there.
Mm-hmm.
Ash.
Is there like an antiques market or anything on the way?
If you want to go through Coin Grove, you can find.
Okay, I'll go the long way around and go kind of through Coin Grove and just like look around for, you know, any kind of like a stall or anything like that that specializes in old stuff.
Just as a reminder, because this was very early, and from where you guys are located to the edge of Mistrot, where you found Susan's one of Susan's homes. Or if she had, well, it never has been said how many homes she has, but it's like kind of a safe house maybe she had in Mistrot. That was almost like a 2.5 hour trip. So, yeah. So like this would have been like maybe about like if you're going straight up to Glass Point, like up there, it would have been maybe about like an hour and a half. Yeah,
okay.
Like
well, in
2
that
hours.
case,
It would probably be about. Like I imagine you guys all left in the morning, and now like when you guys got all to your locations and finished your conversations, it would have been about midday.
okay. I guess in that case, I'll get back on the sending stone and be like, all right, people. So, what's the plan? Are we gonna go back? Are we gonna meet back up at the detective agency? Like, I didn't have to end up finding this chick's dog. It just wandered off on its own, and yeah. So, quest completed.
Laura and I are headed back to the office. I guess both of our quests completed. We picked up the items from Susan that are interesting to say the least. And also the flooding in the sewers seems to have fixed this guy's problems. It seems like he was getting robbed by the goblins that were living down there. And when the sewers flooded, they are gone. So we can cross that one off our list too.
So, how much did he pay you guys?
Zevarra looks at Lore. Are we supposed to collect money?
We are the ones that killed the goblins. You didn't get paid for fixing it?
I don't think we're making that information widely known because we also destroyed the sewer system.
False. Goblins destroyed the sewer system. We killed the goblins.
I
prove otherwise.
I seem to remember a couple of gentlemen were pulling on levers.
Says who?
I believe that was the story you gave us.
I don't remember that.
Ash, did you get out of Cresthaven?
So Dave, how is that response happening?
All right, so yeah, you are going there. Was there anything specific you were looking for in the store?
I was just like the last time, there were magical things in Miramar. And Aesheon is a sucker for magical items, and so he was just going to, on his way out, right? Like he's not like he's not stopping at every single stall, but as he's walking through the shops, he's perusing and he's detecting magic, and if something were to catch his eye or catch his magical sense, he was going to stop and ask about the cost of it.
Roll, guess, we'll do an investigation, see if you can find anything.
Let me look at my investigate here. That is... I wish it was insight. All right, that's fine. That is an 11.
Okay. Yeah, now you find, like, a lot of, like the spoons of good eats and other like kind of small silver trinkets, but nothing
What
like really
silver trinkets do I find?
It's like kind of, they're not magical in a sense. They're just like more like kind of brooches and pendants stuff.
Okay, got you. Yeah, then he's just gonna walk through and try to go out of the Stallion Gate.
So yeah, you get up there and this guard's just like, aye, what, so you got the band there, it's, you gotta turn that in?
Yes, and I hold out my arm, or whatever arm it's on, I hold out my arm to him.
Yep, and he's just like, oh, you're not going out the same gate. This is a Mustang Gate, thing.
Oh, they had not told me that I had to return to the same gate.
Oh, it's okay. It's normal. I just have to call this in real quick. Just see the number on there. All right, just give me 1 second. And he like, you kind of see him pick up like the stone, just off a number. Yeah, you see 3987. The here. Okay, yeah. He looks at you and just, you lose your cloak there?
No, I did not lose my cloak. When I went to the Duke, it was to honor him. I removed my cloak so that I could show my respect to him.
And to
himself, and I just had not put it back on as it's coming through.
All right, not a problem. Just go ahead. A little bit of trouble happening in here, so no, just take this off your wrist, and like he taps like a stone to it, and it loosens up and comes off, and he's like, okay, now you can be on your way, sir.
Thank you. And he just kind of like gives him some platitudes and says something of a blessing from Odine as he walks out.
Just like nods, and yeah, you can be on your way.
And Aesheon walks out. I think he's going to stop on his way at Brother Truss's just to seek counsel about Little Ash, and then be on his way back to the detective agency.
Okay. Yeah, you yeah, you can go there, and like I figure we can do that before get you guys all back together. Unless there, like, if there's something specific you wanted to.
No, it was just him going to Brother Truss just to talk through what happened with Little Ash. To keep an eye out for Little Ash, if
just to
because
keep
Brother
an
Truss
eye out.
knows. Yeah, to keep an eye out, to just kind of talk through that, how Little Ash was going to follow Odine, but then he had chosen another master, another god to follow, and how that was affecting Aesheon and how it has hurt him and how he doesn't know how to bridge that gap with little Ash again now that he feels betrayed.
Because it's been forever. I don't remember his voice, but then he's just saying, so you weren't using this, and he taps your head. And he's like, and I went off the handle again, didn't you?
Yes, brother. I could not control my emotions.
You have a dojo. A lot of emotion. Cost of using too much of your heart. Not that it's a bad thing. But sometimes not every problem can be answered with a hammer. I'll keep an eye out for him, and want to talk. You know where I am.
Yes, thank you, brother. I will be out again for the services, and I will come for meditation, and I will come for rounds as always.
Don't want to hold you up. You're a busy person, I know. Let you know if I hear anything.
And then Aesheon just moves from there back to the detective agency.
You guys are all at Ravenscales, like... You are all here. Yeah. Guys figure out what you'd like to do.
Or looks at Zevarra and says, "Show Ash what's in the bag."
So Zevarra pulls the items out and puts them on the desk in front of her. And points to the bottle of red liquid and just says, "Before anyone does anything with this, be extra careful. It is apparently highly poisonous spider venom." There is no explanation as to what these items are or why Susan asked for them, but she has been going to the apothecary asking for magical items for a long time. Bronze Tusk doesn't really know what they're for and couldn't tell us of any pattern, I guess, except that they're magical. But look at this one, Ash, and she holds out the bright crimson gem. Can you sense anything from this?
And so Aesheon just I think he holds out one of his just for the show of everyone else, just because his powers don't actually rest in it, but he holds out his holy symbol of Odine, and he kind of puts some magic into it so that the water rushes, and he begins to hold his hand out over the stone, and he detects magic on it. And then he just goes as deep as he can with detect magic to figure out what type of magic it is.
I think this is going to require a roll.
Okay, that's fine. What roll do you want me to make? Is it just a straight D20?
Yes, it'll be an arcane or
Okay.
arcana.
All right. Here we go. That is a 4 total.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't sense anything, but you kind of Zevarra, did you share like the feeling that you had with the?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel that there's something off about this bright crimson gemstone, and it doesn't burn. And as you look into it, it looks like the inside of it is like liquid. Like it looks like it's a liquidy inside, and then it feels like you feel pricks on the hand that you're holding. But you can't really gain any more.
And so I just kind of release my magical sense and just kind of look at them and go, oh, there's just something off about this. It's almost as if there's a liquid inside of the stone itself, and it's almost as if it pricks me as I reach my hand out to touch it.
So you felt it too.
Zephan's gonna pipe up. He's gonna go, so what did the apothecary tell you about these?
Nothing.
Did you ask him about
Yeah.
the gems?
Yeah, he
Asked him
said
what they were?
he said he didn't know what they were, just that he had gotten them from his cousins.
What did he say his cousin's name was?
He has too many of them. But he did tell us that
Yeah,
one of them.
The only name we got was Emerald Beard.
Emerald,
And-
sorry, no D. Emerald.
Oh,
I'll
Emerald,
put it in chat.
Emerald
Can
Beard,
I-
and he had a link to a book that Susan was looking for.
A book that couldn't be opened.
Can I see if that is a name that I, as Mad Dog, might have come in contact with?
Yeah, you can. I imagine Mad Dog knows a ton of people.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you can roll history. See if you would.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would
There we go.
match that.
It's a 15 for history.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. You've heard the name. You know that he's from he's stationed in Blast Point.
Okay.
And so maybe not so much in Mad Dog circles, but
okay.
who knows? Maybe if you have other characters,
Sources and acquaintances.
yeah, you might have other closely tied sources that might have at least been in the same circles.
Okay.
Mad Dog, the way you've been playing Mad Dog, I imagine he's a little bit more rough and tumble.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
he's- I didn't know if this was a kind of maybe smuggler kind of situation, or maybe more on the up and up.
No, you with the 15 and all that, you would know that this person is somewhat of a scholarly type.
Okay. Zephan's then gonna go, okay, well, did you say what kind of spider this stuff was?
You realize this is why we shouldn't split up, right?
So I'm gonna pick up the vial and see if I can sense what, maybe I know what kind of spider venom this is, or know something about, maybe it's a psychotropic. Psychedelic?
Yeah.
Psychotropic? I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce words. Do
roll
a medicine
that
check.
Medicine check. All right then. Oh, that is a roll.
A medicine or
Nat
nature.
freaking 20.
There you go.
I like your old rolls. Yeah, just let me know, medicine or nature. Which one?
We'll do medicine.
Medicine?
I've got a +1, so it's 21.
Okay, so as you're inspecting this, you see this dark red liquid just in there. It's a very much a matte red, and doesn't really look special. And then you kind of hold it up to one of your light sources, and you see this shimmer which you maybe in your years of just underground networking and all that, you realize that this is phase spider venom.
Phase spider venom. Do I know anything else about phase?
I will say with a nat 20,
spiders?
I can let you know what a phase spider is. There it is. So they are out of my silly box. Yeah, so a phase spider is a spider that possesses the magical ability to phase in and out of the ethereal plane. It seems like they almost like appear out of nowhere and then quickly vanishing like as they attack their victims. And like pretty much it seems like they do all their movement on the ethereal plane. And then coming back to the material plane, like it kind of just seems to, from most people's perspective, just out of nowhere.
Nice.
But yeah, they are large and not very cool to deal with.
All right. I'm gonna go. Phase spider venom. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, phase spider venom. You guys have heard of phase spiders, obviously.
And since I know Josh is already looking up, I'll just send you the link in chat.
If he says anything about ethereal, Aesheon's going to pipe up like crazy.
I am not going to say anything about ethereal. I'm just going to name drop phase spider venom because I look cool doing that. And I'm going to go, this is stuff. And I'm just going to like drop it into my pack without saying anything else. And then I'm going to move on to the other things that they collected.
Zephan.
Yeah,
yes.
Oh, well, actually, before I schooled you, can I roll a nature or something check to see if I know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nope, that's a nat 1. So I don't know.
Could Aesheon also roll because he wants to know very badly?
Are you rolling medicine?
He knows what a phase spider is.
Yeah, we can say like when he mentions phase spider, you guys can roll that.
Has Lor ever? I wonder if Lor's ever dealt with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have you?
No, I mean,
Aesheon's all thrown off. That was a 4.
Yeah, all of his stuff has been martial combat. He really hasn't run into any multi-dimensional or planar type.
He was Sir Meathead. He didn't do studies.
Zephan, if you're saying phasing, are we talking like? Okay, guys, I can't help but think, and she picks up the mirror. And
Aesheon freaks out when he sees a mirror.
To do with the mirror realm? I mean, Zephan, are you talking phasing through planes like we did already?
I mean, who knows what we did? That was it's crazy. Am I right? We could have been high or tripping or something. It was weird. Let's
and Aesheon immediately pulls out the painting of Reese from the mirror dimension and throws it down on the table and says, "We weren't high because this is from where we were."
Zephan's just gonna reach past the painting and pick up one of the gems, not the red one, but one of the other ones, and take a look at it and see if he can tell anything about this gem.
Which one?
There's
the amber and a glittering emerald.
Ooh, I'll pick up the glittering emerald.
Okay. This one is going to require a religion.
Okay. Right. Well, that's a 7.
All right. You can feel energies. You can't really define it, but it's definitely tied to Metu.
Okay. I'll take the gem and look at Aesheon and then just kind of toss it to him. Be like, hey, this one's got something in it that's probably up your alley. And then I'll go to grab up the amber gem.
Okay. This one is going to require a history.
All right. That is a 9.
All right. As you roll that, it feels old. Like
I like old.
like, and it's not like it feels fragile or something like from the old world. It's like when you pick it up and begin examining it, it feels like a world before civilization. You get like this almost primal being hunted feel.
Mm.
And it's only like for a flash, and then it's like,
So I'll be holding. I'll go, Lore, aren't you into history stuff? Or is that not right?
No, I don't have any history.
No.
remember, Sir Meathead.
Yeah. Well, I figured, army.
Yeah.
If you want, if you want to do a roll, Lauren, like,
I mean, I can
Let's see
certainly
here.
try and roll.
This one just feels old. Just gonna say this one feels old. Let's set it down.
It's 7.
yeah, you get the same feeling. And I'm gonna say with that, because Lore, we said he did campaigns over in whatever the continent is over to the west of this. I'm forgetting. The Veiled Expanse. You kind of get like that same hunted feeling. Almost like it feels very close to that.
I could say it feels familiar. Like maybe I've run into something like this in the past, but I can't recall specifically what it is. I can't put a finger on it.
I'm kind of curious. Did Ash catch the emerald that I just kind of chucked at him?
Well, time to roll. Just roll
So I
straight
just
D20.
tossed it.
Yeah,
I just
do
tossed it to
dexterity.
you.
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm doing a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
rolled a
find-
nat 20, so if it comes to accuracy with tossing it to him, then there's that.
Yeah.
That is 13.
Yeah, no, you got it. Like you like jumble around with it a little bit. But yeah, no, you have it.
As I'm holding it, do I get any? Can I make a roll on
Yeah, religion.
what I get from it?
Yeah, do a religion roll.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
As you grab hold of this, you hear like kind of in your ears like just like a hiss as like your vision is pulled into the gem. Gotta open up. I gotta open up one of my notes because it's super cool. Don't worry about a thing because I can't find my notes. They're here somewhere. Doo-doo-doo. There are my notes. Too many folders. And actually, hold on, it's probably right here. There we go. Okay. So you hold on to this this gem, and your consciousness is like ripped away from you, and you are in the presence of this giant, never-ending scarf that is rippling in the wind, that is radiating this green, like different, like almost every hue of green, sparkling, and then like this, like you feel like you're being watched, and then you hear this voice. Child of Tikal, what are you doing in my presence?
Do I know who is talking to me?
Roll history.
Like-
Roll history for me.
Okay. History is just a +1. That's a 9 for history.
You have heard legends that Matu will meet when they decide to meet with people. Will take on an image of a green scarf being manipulated by the wind.
So what did it say to me? It said, "Child of Takal."
What are you doing in my presence?
And he like starts to like tremble because he knows like his secret, like that somebody knows who he is, and he like shakes it off, and he's like, "Matu, I am here because I am searching for one who is lost throughout the plains. I'm here because of Susan Brittlebeak." Oh, that was a great drop right there, the name drop.
When you say Brittlebeak, you see like the scarf ripple and shake and just like as like a ripple, like as like kind of just down the like, you don't see where it starts or where it ends, but it's just like this frequency reverberates into there and just like, "Oh, Susan, we know so dearly. Do despise your kind. It's only out of my love for Kaj that I don't destroy you all. It's so easy. So I will tell you one thing, child of Dakal. Leave my presence right now. I'll forget you were ever here. Stand."
And Aesheon just bolsters in rage that he would even speak of him as less than.
Mm-hmm.
And he thaumaturgies in this place and just screams like blood curdling. "If you won't tell me where Susan is, then you might as well kill me where I stand."
Wish granted. Okay, let me get some die. As like the reverberations come back up and they slam into each other, sending a shock wave of wind energy for you. Need just for perspective for everybody. Ash just threatened a god.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's not the brightest.
Nope.
Can we-
I've been
what- saying
saying this.
What's happening on the outside? Like, what?
I
do
will
we
let you
see?
guys know what you see, and I need more dice.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I kind of see this happening like instantaneously, like in his mind.
We're just gonna see him die.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Ooh, all right. Someone needs to look up the like auto death rules of D&D.
He has to.
It's like
Double
double
his-
your.
So
total.
I have to be at -40 hit points to be dead immediately.
Permanently. Okay.
So he has to give me at least 80 damage, which I'm pretty sure is really simple to do here. So we'll find out.
So that's 2, 4, 6.
But-
All I'm gonna say is sorry,
Do-
not sorry, Ash.
I feel like I have at least a roll in this, maybe. Quite possibly not. Who knows?
I mean,
What?
Fine.
Count your case.
I'm okay if I die.
Danny versus
My
level
next character is
4.
gonna be way more cooler than this one.
What?
So
What? Tell me. What's your case that you might have a roll before I roll 12d12?
Oh my god.
So I because this is all mental damage,
And you
I
don't have a
have-
lot up there.
I have a feeling that I could possibly whether it's wisdom or intelligence, be able to see if I can withstand whatever force of power coming from this god is.
Could you like will yourself to just drop the stone and disconnect?
I don't think he would do that at this point because of how brazen he is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dave,
I
can you
feel
turn the music
like
down just a tad?
Yep. Okay.
but I feel like in this moment he would there'd be like two different things that would happen all at the same time. And he would seek to withstand through because he has the power of Tikal within him. Even though Tikal is much lesser than a god. But that there would be a percentage chance that he could withstand all the power of a god thrown at him. Right, because gods are not flawless. And it is in a spatial realm where there is a chance that something could cause this whole entire thing that's about to happen to just disappear without it being fully effective upon him.
I want you to roll percentile.
Yeah, we can do that. On my new Norse Foundry, we're doing D100.
Yep, D100. I will ask, you want high or low? Don't roll yet.
That's the only pressure got on me for a little bit. We're gonna go low.
Low. You need to roll lower than a 10. Okay.
I said percentile. All right, let's see what happens.
Got any bad dice?
Come on, Norse Foundry.
Oh
For all of my random
Fail me now.
number generating needs, don't fail me now. Dang it.
Ugh.
That's a 75.
Oh, no.
Oh no, sorry. It's a 50. No, it's 75. Yeah, it was 75. Much,
Ugh.
unless you want to say that it was a 5.5 or a 7.5. We could have it be a 7.5.
Okay, hold up. I gotta just do some quick math.
Oh my gosh, you're dying tonight.
I get
That's how this ends.
7 of them instead of all 12, or whatever 70, whatever 3/4 of 12 is. I get that instead of. He could just roll all ones. It's possible.
I mean, at that point, he could roll all the way up to all 3s, right?
3 times 12 is 36. 36. No, he has to
Okay.
roll over 80 for him to auto die.
How much?
Oh, that's right.
How much?
So it's good. We're good. We're good.
How much? What he rolled a 75.
How much? No, health. Health for.
I have 40 hit points.
Did you roll all the dice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
No!
Oh no! Oh, Aesheon, you stupid jerk.
So,
Hey, that's the way Aesheon's gonna go out if he's
Elizabeth,
gonna go
you
out.
asked what happened. So, you see. This is what you see. You see Ash grab onto this gem. Immediately, his eyes roll back into his head, and like, I imagine like it's there for like 5 seconds, and all of a sudden you see this like black emerald ichor just coming out of his nose, his nostrils, his ears,
gosh.
down his eyes, and like last words. Does little Ash have anything that he wants to say? Final words.
No.
Little Ash or Ash?
Sorry, not little Ash. Ash. I misspoke because I'm normally saying little Ash.
Oh my gosh.
If as he glimpsed, oh geez, man.
This is horrible.
I think as he passes, he would say, "Tekal, why have you failed me?"
Zevarra is absolutely trying to grab the gem out of his hand, not knowing what's happening. That is absolutely what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm assuming that like he is just like collapsing at this moment as it's coming out, and so it would be like almost bated gasp of breath, like just a full like, but like really fast, like, Tekal, why did your family like Tekal? I think it would be Tekal, why did, and then that would be all that came out as he collapses, just with ichor pouring out of him.
Oh my gosh.
Lor quickly runs over, and as Zevarra is trying to like pull the stone out, he just smacks it out of both of their hands and yells, "Don't touch that!"
Zevarra is absolutely looking for life, pulling out potions, like trying to figure out what happened.
Zephan's
Is
just
it
gonna kind of
clear?
stand there for a second, like,
Is it clear that he's dead, or do I think that like I can
Roll
heal
medicine.
him?
Roll medicine. Like, not to heal, but just to do a check. To see what you... Because you're in a state right now.
It's a 14.
14. Okay. So this is what you see. All this ichor and everything just like blasted out of him. The other stuff that you guys see is like this spirit, like not spirit, but like this ethereal snake, just like it's more like a fog just kind of comes out of his mouth. Ash is still breathing, but he is catatonic. He is not there. He is you're able to like health-wise stable him, but he is in a vegetable-like state.
Mage Hand Emerald goes in bag.
Just to let you know, you did hold this
Yes.
gem. Like,
Yeah.
So, and the same thing didn't happen with you.
Nope. So, like I said, Mage Hand Emerald in bag.
We need to find someone stronger than I can't bring him back. I'm not strong enough.
Did he say something about? Did he say a name?
Tekal?
Who's that?
Actually, we would know, right?
If anyone would know, remember, actually, I think, or because wasn't in your flashback you were being hunted by? I thought you were being hunted by a cult. I can't remember. I didn't write that down.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Lord did more expeditions, but he possibly could have heard something about them. You with Kaj might have heard about them. Like, you guys heard of Reese, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you guys,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like
yes,
we would have heard
probably
of them.
you would have heard of.
Are there? Okay, so we're in the office, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab one of the coffee cups that's sitting around, like a clean one, and I'm gonna try to like put some of this like ichor, like kind of wipe it off his face, but like try to put some in this coffee cup, trying to like save it. To like maybe we can figure out what happened, what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Zephan, you know people. We need to find a wizard. This is bigger than us.
Do I know any more savory wizards that I could call?
I think you're gonna have to, just the nature of this, you're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
So this is gonna require some research and like contacts. This isn't like call someone up and be like, "Yo, Jeffy, come down, look at my weird friend."
Well, yeah, but like, is there a like maybe a doctor or like anybody? Maybe we're gonna like run into the nearest hospital or something.
Yeah.
Brother Tross, maybe.
Tross might know something.
Okay.
Can
I'll
you
look
go
at
get
both
him?
of them and go like, do either of you guys remember how to get to Brother Tross?
Yeah, I think we've been there, haven't we? He's down by the docks.
Zevarra was, because in season 1 you and Ash both went down to the docks when he was having
that's
a
what I
fit.
thought. I do. I'll go, and she just takes off.
Lor is just kind of standing over Ash, just shaking his head and mutters, "You stupid fool, what did you do?"
Me mistaking Lor for talking to me goes, "Listen, I didn't do anything. Gem didn't kill me when I touched it. It was like, I'm actually going to reach in my bag and pull it out. Be like, listen, look, it doesn't hurt me. It's like."
And then you're whisked away. No, I'm just joking.
Lor kind of glances at him out of the corner of his eye, and it's just like, "Not you."
I'm going to kind of like poke Ash kind of in the forehead, like,
It's squishy.
Lor kneels down and unstraps the rapier from his hand and kind of crosses his arms across his chest and lays the rapier across it.
I mean, he's still breathing, right?
I know.
You said
I
he's
know.
like,
and then looks at Zephan and says, "We can't do anything until Z gets back with somebody. Best we can do is try and make him comfortable."
"Hey, I'm gonna look around for something better than this mug, because who knows, we might be able to take this to an apothecary or something and figure out what this is." Ooh, just thought of something, and I'm gonna reach in my bag. We were somewhere, and I picked up a vial of ichor.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna pull this vial of ichor out. I'm gonna compare it to the stuff in the mug. I just want to see if they look similar.
And remind me, that ichor was from the Mirror Realm?
It was a potion of greater healing. The ichor that we found. We had vials of ichor.
Yeah.
And they were potions of greater healing.
That, I believe,
Gotcha.
that ichor, I think, is more of like, has a reddish tinge to it. Like, it's more of a red than dark.
Yeah.
It's still a thick liquid. This one is definitely dark with like
Green,
like weirdly like cracking green and like just lightning webbing out, kind of.
I'll look at Laura and go, never mind. I'll stick the vial back in my bag and then like go look for maybe another vial or something that I can store this ichor in.
Lor starts like hunting around the office, just looking for something to make like a makeshift paddock that they can put Ash on.
And you guys have that all around. You know what, Zevarra, you bring Brother Tross. You find him. You bring him back. Do you guys tell Brother Tross anything about?
Yeah.
What, like everything?
I mean, I'm assuming Zevarra, you'll probably have told him that. I don't know what exactly you would have told him.
I probably would have told him that Ash held a gem. I don't think I'm going to tell him about the other ones or about anything else that we know.
So in that case, before you get back, I'm going to take all the stuff that we got from, like, everything that was on the desk, right? The picture of Reese, the mirror, the amber gem, like all that stuff, that's all going in my bag.
Yeah, that's fine. That he was holding a gem, and within seconds he went unconscious and seems to be dying. Though stable.
Yeah.
Hey, and he like quickly looks over Ash, and he's just like,
I'll pull out the mug or whatever I've got the ichor in and be like, yeah, this came out of his nose and eyes and ears. Don't know where else, but yeah.
Now, can I see the gem?
Yeah, I'll take the gem out and hold it up.
Mage hand it.
in the light. No, I'm
Well,
just,
Oh yeah,
I held it before and I was fine. So like, I'll just take it out and be like, yeah, it didn't hurt me.
And like he holds it in his hand, and he's just like,
what is it?
so this is, well, to the normal person, it's harmless. But as he's studying the craft, the stone is called the Eye of Matu. It is linked to the element itself. They're
What?
extremely rare. And honestly, like, a follower of Odine, can't interact with this. There's only two ways you can interact with it. One, if you're a follower of Matu, or that file you have there proves it. A cult.
Take call.
What? A cult follower? Come on, it's Ash we're talking about. He was like a zealot. There's no way. There's no way.
No. He wasn't.
How often was he over with Brother Tross?
Listen, the final thing here. The evidence that Ash himself. It's something that only the divine can do. It's something called the soul. There's legends of it, but as someone who did go down the path of, I believe you guys said, you mentioned a call. It's rough, but it could be a form of salvation. But it's up to him.
Is he still there?
Physically. Mentally and spiritually is a different question. Do is make sure that he's comfortable. Knows he may, or if you want, I can bring him down to the hall of the golden from there. If he wakes up, you'll be the first we can let.
Can't do anything?
Divine works in ways we can't understand. We don't know what he did or what Matu did. He is normally not very kind. I don't know. Even though he's headstrong, he's not a mean-hearted or stupid person. He gets emotional, yeah. Don't think anyone would threaten God. Anyway, I will take him down to the Order and we'll watch him, and I'll let Sister Connor know she might have something. For us
Brother
right
Tross?
now is out of our... Yes, yeah.
Tell no one of the gem.
It's back.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. And he scoops up Ash, walks out. Or we'll call it tonight.
Holy moly.
That was
Merry Christmas, everybody!
It's a Christmas miracle.
Jeez.
I get a new character
I
for
can't believe
Christmas.
you
Thank
did
you,
that.
Santa.
In 2 episodes, we got rid of both Ashes.
And-